but like I had this emotional time in my life, and it's something that chokes me up because it's something that makes me believe that there is something like another higher power. And I was like at a really hard time in my life, and I was like working, and I had, super hungover and felt like complete shit about what I had done the night before. And all of this shit was happening to me at this point in my life. And I was working over here in Ann Arbor, and we were doing these 3 or 4 story condominiums right back to back to each other. One of my friends, he was working on the garage doors. In order to get into the apartment, there wasn't a door. There was the garage door. So I was like, hey man, I got to get in here. I just met him, like walked upstairs, went on the 3rd story, was working in the kitchen. And I'm like, just down on myself. Like just really, like I was really struggling to even be there. And I was just trying to be there to know that like I just had to do something or it was going to end really poorly for me that day. And I'm working, and I've got my headphones in, and I turn around and there's a guy there. I don't necessarily know the way that I look to other people, but I would almost describe him as looking kind of like me, but in the future. Mm-hmm. And like, maybe I was going crazy, but he was just kind of like walking around inspecting stuff. And then he walked upstairs and he came back down and he's like talking to me for like half a second. And I was responding as if it was one of the, like, I don't really want to talk to you kind of deals. Like I had no other inclination other than he was there to inspect some stuff. And I was just kind of like brushing off. Like he would say something and I'd be like, yeah. And then he just like dead stopped, stared right at me. And it was concerning to me. Everything changed. He stopped and I looked right at him. He said, everything's going to be okay. Turn around, walk downstairs. Like I watched him walk downstairs. And again, there is no stairs to the deck. There's no way out of the roof. There's only the garage door to get down. And I like froze for a solid 3 minutes. And I like stopped. I dropped everything. I ran down and I went up to Justin and I was like, who the fuck was that guy? And he's like, who? And I was like, dude, the guy that literally just came down here. And he's like, dude, the garage door is locked. It's been shut. I'm like building it right now. Like no one's come in or out since you.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Man. So like I tried to find another way out of the building. I was like, maybe they finished the stairs to the deck, and the deck's 2 stories up, whatever. Like you're not getting off of that. You go through something like that. And this is after like my darkest moments. And I didn't know who I was or why I was or whatever. And then this moment happens, right? And then you do everything in your power to try and justify it and rationalize and go, there's no way. Like there is no way. And I still to this day, like it's funny because I get emotional about it, and it's more of a joyful side to it now.